Okay, June 20th, I'm going to be talking to myself. I figured it was the right thing to invite you into this intimate moment in my office of me just talking to myself, brainstorming something that I'm talking to myself, but I'm my guides, my guardian angels, yada yada. Not yada yada as in like anything else. That's what I'm doing. But it's like I've been struggling to get this video started because just like so much, you know, like my cat, my dog, the door's open. There was like 2 gnats that were in here making love, and it's just, you know, then I feel like I need to make an introduction or like tell you guys. It's like, listen, I'm talking to myself. I think it's the right thing to do to let you see this, not because it's, well, rationally, yeah, it's spiritually based, so why not? That's what this channel is about. I could figure out a reason why not. Intuitively, I feel it's the right thing to do. So I'm following that. Okay, so I'm just gonna switch over like I'm doing a reading for myself, okay? I'm not gonna address, I might address you, but listen. Let's see what happens. Okay. So I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. You've been telling me for so long now, I don't know how long, you know, weeks, months, I don't know how long it's been to go back. I don't want to go back. The reason I don't want to go back is because I just feel like it's a lot of work. I feel like it's a lot of work. Like, what's next? Like, if I know this, what's next? If I remember this, what's next? So when I go back, what you're referencing is when I talk about the demon, when I talk about the demon that I saw when I was a child, and that's not the first time that I had seen a demon. So to go back before that, and when I look at some of the earliest memories here on earth, and I look at people when they look in my crib, and I can see people beyond them, and I saw demons. I saw demons then, and I saw angels, and I saw people like spirits, passed away loved ones, and I felt the energy difference. I felt the energy difference of the DNA consciousness transmuting it. And I saw them talking to me. And I saw you guys, and I felt your energy and the precision. It felt precise. The energy felt bright, precise, strong, and focused. And I knew to focus on you then. And I knew I was getting guidance then. I knew I was getting assistance then to identify who was who and what was what at that point. When you tell me to go back before that, then I can see where I had come from. I see the light. I see the light, and looking down. I am looking down. And the closer I get to the toroidal, I see demons. I see demons. I see demons. I see them. And they're surrounding near they're orbiting, surrounding near that energy field. I see them surrounding that energy field. And I need to look at the perspective. I'm looking at my perspective of how I come in, but I have to look at the perspective of the other ones who come in. There are other ones that come in from below and from the sides. We come from all different angles. So why am I looking at it from just this perspective when people are coming in from other angles? Demons, angels, demons, people, you know, we're all people. We come in as a person. Not everyone comes in as a person. Not everyone comes in at all. They don't come in at all. When I look down at this, I see really, there's like an eye. People get a tattoo of this Egyptian eye. There's an Egyptian eye that kind of looks like, it like swoops like that. I think it's Egyptian. It looks Egyptian to me. And I think there's a significance to look into that. So I'm gonna pause and do that. Okay. The Eye of Horus was used as a sign of prosperity and protection, derived from the myth of Isis and Osiris. The symbol has an astonishing connection between neuroanatomical structure and function. Artistically, the eye is comprised of 6 different parts. That's interesting. I want to look into that. Let's see, this is the eye I'm talking about. I'm supposed to look into it more, I feel. And then they're saying to look for a sign. They're showing me like birds, like a bird, like probably like a hawk again, like I've been seeing. Like there, I guess there's connections with the hawks or the eagle. The hawk, I think mostly, because, you know, I thought that was strange. You know, if I were to consider these are actual signs that I've been getting recently about the red-tailed hawk. But the bald eagle was like originally like one of these signs that's like consistent, right? And then I've seen the bald eagle. There was one the other day, or multiple the other day. But I was specifically talking about the one that was outside my window. But they're talking about there's a connection with the hawk here, like the eagle. So there's like eagle eye, eagle perspective, eagle protection. No, I mean, yeah, but why are you telling me this? I'm gonna keep this one. Normally I destroy my scribbles. Not normally, I always destroy my scribbles, but I'm gonna keep this one. I don't know if I want to put June 20th or something. Probably not. I'll just leave it like this. They're saying to like for me to research more and like about it, and I'll understand a little bit more, but look for a sign. But what am I looking for a sign for? Like, what am I supposed to see as a sign when it comes, like if I see a bird, okay, or if I see a hawk, if a hawk shows up, like it's been showing up, or I find a hawk feather, what is that a sign about other than, I don't know, what I was gonna say, other than you guys being around me? Like, what is that supposed to symbolize? A connection feels like a connection to the eye and the bird. And then if I look more, if I research more, then I'll understand more. Am I going to understand the sign more? I'm hearing when I see it, then I'll understand it. So it's like I'm looking for a sign, but I don't have to just know that it's going to be a sign. But it's a 3. I just saw 48, and then it like 48 flash, and then 3 like went strong on top of it. Like it was like 48, and then 3 just like took over. Be creative, because I have decks right here. I want to look. 4 of Wands, but look at the he's like jumping, and because he built this treehouse, so I think that's still indicative of being creative. Like it's still used to be creative. And I'm looking at this ball over there. I'll go get it. Okay, so I got my balls the other day, and this one, how do you pronounce it? Do more to your right, do more to your right, quartz and pyrite, if I said that right. Anyway, so this is the one that I'm looking at that's over there. I have another one over here, then like a few over there, but this is the one that's like drawing my attention. When it's like before seeing be creative, I kept looking over there at this, or like feeling myself go over there, and then yeah, I have not licked it. I don't know, you know, because it's like polished. I don't think this one has little holes, so I don't think sometimes they put like a glaze over it, right? To kind of preserve whatever kind of mineral it is, but I will not be licking these, I don't think. Anyway, so why this? I don't know the spiritual properties of this, okay? But I got this because like I feel it in my heart. Like it just looks like the representation of us. Like every star. Like when I look at the stars, when I look at the stars, I see it as a representation of our past lives and our journey, and like everything in the stars. I see it, us journeying in this life, past lives, just everyone. Like it just feels like everyone. This is what it reminds me of in here, because you see so many like spots in here, and it kind of looks like the galaxy. And so this is like this miniature physical representation in my mind of what I see. And you know, like it's like the patterns, like the interconnectedness of everything, but like you can look at everything and be inspired by, I guess, like by creation, or like what I feel, you know, where it's like art. It's like I don't know how to say it without just, it's like everything is everything. Okay, so like let me just focus on the stars analogy that I keep saying. So like when I see the stars, I see us individually, right? Like every soul individual, and all our experience, and how that fractures off into more individual, like it's singular, right? In a sense it's singular, but in it is all the connectedness, right? Of like the interwoven, right? And it's all within this ball. Like we're in this ball, or we're in this space, or the stars are in space. Like it's in this universe, right? So even though you can see it so collective, like so beautiful, like collectively, like as a whole, every star is so gorgeous and so unique and so special and so important. They are important, okay? And each one can have a name, you know? People name stars all the time, and there's still always so much more. And it's kind of like, you can look at that even as our experiences, as our understanding and everything. It's always something more to know, to understand. I mean, to know is to understand, right? And so it's like the more that you know people, the more you can understand yourself, and you can understand us, right? Because understanding yourself means you can really understand others. Because the more that you like show grace to yourself, and you love yourself, and like you're compassionate, and you're humble, you know, like really recognize and respect our limitations as a human being, right? Like you can only do so much as a person, and you can only know so much as a person, and you're limited by so many different things, but you're also the capabilities of expansiveness in this is so beautiful, and your connection to spirit, right? And then like the workings of spirit through you, and recognizing that that is spirit working through you, and that humility of, well, I'm only a person and I did the best I can, and I feel so good, like I feel like I'm doing the right thing by letting light work through me, and also not over identifying myself with my ego in the sense of like getting down on yourself about like the way in which spirit works through you, and also not identifying yourself with the light itself, right? And the ego coming through as arrogance, right? And then of like, that's when it kind of bleeds into control and manipulation, and using, pretty much putting it behind, I was gonna say putting it behind a paywall, but I don't really you know, it's like metaphorically speaking, it's like you know, like secret societies, and like hiding the truth. Ever changing, ever beautiful. It's just, I don't know. That's what I see. So, my bad. I need to say bye to you guys. So from me and my little ball, goodbye. Talk to you later.